Welcome! So last month you would have seen me do a bit of a mini haul for a certain band. Clannad is the group I'm talking about, where I bought 5 LPs from 2 different Discogs sellers to really start building up and beefing up my Clannad album collection. Well, I've only gone and done it again. Well, thereabouts. Not 5 Clannad albums to show you today, but 4, so you could class this as a second Clannad mini haul from Discogs. Got 2 pieces of mail to open today. This one has got 1 album in it. This one has got 3. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's get these open and talk about them a little bit. So this one here is just a solitary purchase from a Discogs seller. He's used I don't know if that's an old Amazon mailer. Alright, here we go. This seller, like a lot of them do on Discogs, has separated out the inner sleeve with the record itself from the outer sleeve. Oh, and there's a bit of extra cardboard in here for protection. That's always nice. It's coming in a protective sleeve as well that seems pretty good quality, so I'll probably end up using that. And the album that I'm talking about is an unusual one, this. This is the Angel and the Soldier Boy. Technically this isn't just a Clannad album, this is credited to Clannad. Narration by Tom Conti. Yes, that is Tom Conti, the veteran actor. So what this is, and I don't really know anything about the animated film, but side A is all the music from this Angel and Soldier Boy film. I don't know if it came out at cinemas or if it was a TV movie. I don't think it was a feature-length movie. It was probably kind of Snowman length. I'm not entirely sure. I've not seen enough information about it. And then side B, just 1 track on side B, it's a narration of the story, because I think this is based on some old children's book or something. It's half spoken word, half soundtrack this, which is an unusual thing. Certainly I've not got anything like this in my collection. I think this came out in 1989. Little bit of a look at the record as it's already out here, but all of these is going to be standard black vinyl and pre-owned. Yeah, there we are. That was £4 that, plus £4 in postage, so £8. I thought, yeah, I'll get it, give it a go. It goes in the Clannad collection. Maybe I'll enjoy the narration of the story by Mr. Conti as well. You never know, it's not the sort of thing that I'm into normally. Unusual Clannad album this, but glad to have it. Angel and Soldier Boy. I managed to find 3 more Clannad albums from 1 seller on Discogs. So let's get it open. Trying to remember the exact price of this order, and I'm drawing a blank. None of the albums were particularly expensive. That's why I'm enjoying collecting Clannad at the moment, because all their stuff, well, not all, but the majority of stuff, certainly what I want, is pretty cheap on Discogs, and I've seen 1 or 2 things on eBay as well. So for once, which is an anomaly, an unusual occurrence with my record collecting, I'm not having to spend an obscene amount of money on these. I think one of these albums was £9, and the other 2, I don't know, probably about £4 or £5 each, maybe. So looking at around £20 odd altogether, including some postage. I'm not putting these in any chronological order or anything, I'm just taking them as they are. And they've been separated out once again. This one is, now I believe this one is the most recent Clannad studio album I'll now have in my collection, but it's still not that recent. It's still about 32 years old. This is 1990's Annam. Looks to be in great condition, this. I think this seller had a fair amount of Clannad, but a lot of it was stuff that I've bought either from Atlas Records or in my previous Clannad Discogs haul. I'm assuming, as this was behind this in the packaging, that this is the correct inner sleeve for this. If not, then I'll sort it all out later on, off camera. There we are, bit of a butcher's at the disc itself. Annam, great stuff, in a manner of speaking. Although I've got obviously more recent Clannad album editions, like the 2 early 80s studio albums that were remastered and re-released on coloured vinyl, and the In a Lifetime 2020 compilation as well. But this, as far as actually being recorded goes, will be the most recent Clannad studio album in my collection. Got another inner sleeve there. Now then. This one, I would kind of class this as an impulsive purchase, as I've really not got much of a desire to get this, but it was such a good price, and I was getting a couple of other albums from this seller. I just thought I'd add this to the basket. And it's Clannad's first live album, In Concert. gatefold sleeve there, so very nice. This I think came out, I want to say around 75, 76. I think this is a relatively original pressing from what I could tell. So this is going to be quite an old disc now. This is going to be the better part of 50 years old nearly. I'm assuming this is its original inner. I'm not sure where this was recorded. I don't know if it was like one concert or whether it's like selections from various concerts. I imagine it's just from the one concert and it'll be somewhere in Ireland. I'll be interested to listen to them live. I'd love to see them live. I mean, I'm not really in a position to be able to go to gigs anymore really, but I'm really intrigued by this, and although it was a little bit on the impulsive side, I do like live albums generally, no matter who I'm collecting. I've got plenty from all kinds of my favourite acts, so there's no reason why I won't enjoy this. I do like the simplistic but bold cover of this as well, with the big Clannad in concert Celtic style font on the front there. I think that's really nice, and always nice to get a gatefold sleeve, and this one is in really nice condition as well. No complaints from Jimmy Barnes today. Clannad in concert. And finally, this is the most expensive of the albums in this particular purchase. This was £9. I think it may have been a little bit cheaper from other sellers on Discogs, but because I was getting 2 other LPs, I just thought, well, it's easier just to order this here. And this was supposedly advertised as a near mint condition copy. This is another one that, like Angel and Soldier Boy, was not only out in 1989, but it's also another soundtrack album from Clannad. So I've got, what, I think 3 soundtracks from them now. Legend, the Robin of Sherwood soundtrack, Angel and the Soldier Boy, and now Atlantic Realm. So what Atlantic Realm was a documentary series about the Atlantic Ocean. It was a BBC documentary from 1989. Presumably it's a David Attenborough narrated one, as he's kind of done all the BBC natural history and wildlife stuff for many, many years now. I don't recall seeing the series. It's probably been repeated, maybe not in recent years, because something from the late 80s isn't necessarily going to look great on your modern HD and Ultra HD TVs, but I won't be surprised if you can pick up the Atlantic Realm documentary series on DVD, and it may even be tucked away on BritBox or somewhere, I'm not sure. But I'm a Clannad collector, so I'm not particularly interested in the documentary. I'm sure, interesting as it is, it's the music that I want, and this is a BBC Records and Tapes release, so nice to get a BBC recording again. I don't have too many of those in my collection. I think one of my Monty Python records is a BBC label release, and also, quite appropriately, one of my Enya CDs is also a BBC release, because that was the music Enya did for a documentary about the Celts. I think it was a documentary rather than a drama. I'm not sure now. It doesn't matter. Let's try and stay on topic here. Probably it's original inner sleeve, but I'm not sure because it's plain, so I couldn't say. But yeah, all that nice sky blue BBC centre label there, that's rather pleasant. Atlantic Realm. So 2 soundtrack albums, but you know, you'd class them as studio albums as well, certainly, from Clannad, both from 1989. And then we've got a fully fledged proper studio album, Anam, from 1990. And what may end up being my favourite of the 4, I honestly won't be able to say until I've listened to it, but the mid-70s Clannad Live in Concert album as well. So 4 more Clannad records for the collection. I hope you enjoyed my journey, for want of a better term, in building this Clannad collection up, as I've really fallen in love with their music over the past few months, and I kind of listen to them and think, why weren't I collecting this lot years ago? Especially as I've been an Enya fan for many years. Yet there is certain differences between Clannad and Enya. Enya is very, and I don't want this to sound like a criticism, but she's very overproduced, like her vocals and her instrumentation. It's very multi-tracked to get that kind of really ethereal new age sound. And Clannad kind of, you know, dip their toes in the water, particularly from the early 80s, into that kind of new age sort of genre. They still sound like a proper band, you know, ultimately. They don't sound like one person being kind of massively produced in a studio. But obviously there's similarities, and Enya, of course, is a member of the Brennan family, and was indeed even a member of Clannad itself for a couple of years in the 1980s. But thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed this look at more Clannad albums. Special thanks go, of course, to my wonderful subscribers and fantastic patrons. My Patreon link and my Facebook group link, they're down in the description text box. There's also a referral for contents insurance. I'm going to go now, and probably going to do these in chronological order. I'm going to start, I think, with Clannad in concert, and I'm really intrigued to find out what that's going to sound like. Like I said, I've got plenty of live albums by varying artists in my music collection, but certainly not got a live album that's that old, and probably an original pressing, so it's probably going to have some cracks and pops to it, and maybe the recording of it itself at the time wasn't the best, but the proof of the pudding will be in the eating, or in this case the listening, and I do hope that all of you will join me again next time for my next record collecting video. Cheers everyone. See ya!